What a great crowd we have here today. Once again, my name is Jared Henry, President of the Students Union, and I'm so excited to help MC this community report today. It's amazing to see so many students, faculty, staff, alumni, and valued members of our broader community here today.
Like all of you, I'm eager to hear about the progress that the University of Calgary has made on its Eyes High goals. Elizabeth Cannon, our president, will be joining us shortly on this stage to give us those highlights, but before she does, we have a very quick video for you guys. Take a look.
The Eyes High vision belongs to the thousands of people in our community who shared their aspirations to make the University of Calgary truly great. Since we began our journey in 2011, we've made significant progress in all three of our foundational commitments. And we continue to advance on our path to becoming one of Canada's top 5 research universities, where research and innovative teaching go hand in hand, and where we fully engage the communities we both serve and lead. We are actively tracking our progress using metrics that assess the impact of our contributions to economic and social innovation in Alberta, across Canada, and beyond. So how are we doing? As of September 2014, we're positioned in the top 5 in the country in half of those metrics when compared with our peer institutions. The University of Calgary is Canada's #1 young university, and our star is rising. Beyond the numbers, our students, faculty, staff, and alumni continue to make bold strides. Add the vision and support of our donors and community partners, and we're able to make truly transformative things happen. Thank you for your ongoing contributions to our success as we continue our journey towards our 50th anniversary in 2016.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our 2014 Community Report. It's wonderful to have all of you out here today for us to say thank you to you for all that you've done to help us on our Eyes High journey. This is particularly important to take a moment to pay tribute to our students, our faculty, our staff, our alumni, and community leaders and volunteers who stepped forward to help us on our journey. 3 years ago, we were in this very room to launch Eyes High, and it was at that time that we set out our ambitious goals: to be a global intellectual hub in Canada's most enterprising city, to ensure that the research that we do is in the top 5 in Canada, to ensure that the quality of learning for our students is second to none, and also commit that as a university, we want to fully integrate with the community around us. We set those ambitious goals, and then we went hard to work. We're making great progress, and none of that would be possible without all of your efforts, so thank you so much. How are we doing this? We're doing it by transforming our university through groundbreaking research, by ensuring we have top quality academic programs, by continually improving our student, our faculty, and our staff experience, being responsible in the resources that we steward on behalf of our community, improving our service delivery, and increasing our reputation on the national and international stage. Now, when we set our journey of Eyes High, we developed a supporting academic and research plan. And we also developed key performance indicators. These are metrics, 40 of them, that we use to benchmark and measure our progress on our journey. We benchmark ourselves against those top 5, and I'm very proud to say, as of today, we are halfway to our goal. 20 of our 40 metrics, we are in the top 5, and that's a huge accomplishment. Thank you. Now, you know, we're a young university. We're only 48 years old, which may sound old to some of our students, but that's young for a university. But we know in that short time, we've done a tremendous amount of progress. The QS World Rankings ranked us #1 in Canada, under 50, #2 in North America, and as of 2 days ago, #9 in the world. Huge. And when we factor out age, again, we've made some major steps. Of the over 800 institutions that are rated in the world, we're at number 171, and we've climbed from over 200 just 1 year ago. Again, thank you so much. So how are we doing that? We're being innovative in our teaching and learning. We're offering unique programs, the first university in Canada to offer a combined degree between dance and kinesiology. Our first-year law students, they're rubbing shoulders with judges in their first year so they can see the study of law come to life. Our Faculty of Environmental Design is leading and collaborating on what we call Make Calgary. How do we make this city more healthy, more resilient, more dynamic, and more equitable for all? It's about integrating our teaching and research experiences. It's about getting our students into the community through days of service, both locally and internationally. Our students do us proud. This past winter, 25 of our current and past students represented Canada at the Sochi Olympics. Tremendous goal. And for the first time ever, 2 of our students from the Cummings School of Medicine were selected to represent Canada as Rhodes Scholars, and they have started their studies in Oxford just this month. Wonderful. Well, with the good news getting out there, you can imagine more want to join the University of Calgary. We saw last year an 8.6% increase in applications to the university, and over 18% of those internationally increasing. How are we going to absorb that? Well, we're building some new residences, a graduate residence and an undergraduate residence. We want to have more students having an experience on our campus, and those will be ready by next fall. As part of our Eyes High commitment 3 years ago, we talked about increasing the capacity on campus, and we've recruited 50 new assistant professors from around the world, top scholars, top commitment to teaching. And if you look at our number of faculty to our number of students, we are in that ratio in the top 5 in Canada. We're doing a great job ensuring our students have meaningful interactions with their professors. We know that students coming to the University of Calgary are set up for success. Our retention rate of students from first year to second year is almost 92%. That puts us in the top 5 relative to our peers. We know that students are graduating in a timely manner. Again, top 5. And perhaps most important to our students, we know that 96% of our graduates get a job within 6 months of graduation. Again, top 5. Our researchers are making a huge difference to teaching and learning, and I want to pick out one example, and that's Dr. Joe Towers, the first Workland research professor in the Workland School of Education, who is doing research in Calgary schools, working with students to better understand their experiences studying math. Let's see what Joe has to say.
Well, we know that students have a range of kinds of experiences when they do mathematics. But what we really haven't focused on very much yet is the kinds of mental and emotional images that are generated for them when they're doing mathematics. So we're asking them about those kinds of images that come to mind when we say the word mathematics for them. So the kinds of drawing that students are doing are of 2 types. We're asking students to draw how they feel when they're doing mathematics. And those have been really very interesting. They draw a happy face, so a kind of iconic kind of drawing to show that, you know, their emotion is a good one, and they're in mathematics. So we have a cluster that look like that. And we also have some images that are really quite distressing. Students show that they're having they have a poor relationship with math. They are really struggling in school. They're struggling to understand the mathematics. They're feeling badly about their own ability to do mathematics. So sometimes those drawings appear as something like, say, a thundercloud with rain that the student says represents their tears or something like that.
I want to say thank you to Jo for the work that she does on behalf of the University of Calgary, but recognizing that none of that would be possible without the tremendous support of the Workland family to name the Workland School of Education. We're delighted to have David Workland with us here today. Thank you, David. When our strategic research plan was launched 2 years ago, we had 3 key priorities. We want to match our tremendous strength with opportunities. We want to ensure that we grow our research capacity. And we want to create a dynamic environment to support research excellence. We also identified 6 research themes, everything from brain and mental health to human dynamics in a changing world, areas where we know we're strong and we can get even better. We're making great progress. A year ago, we launched the Energy Research Strategy, and it has been invaluable at opening up strategic conversations with our key partners at other universities, with governments, as well as the private sector. It's talking about where our faculty want to make a difference, tackling some of those grand challenges facing society. But we know we will not achieve our research goals without bringing more talent to the University of Calgary. And over the past year, we have attracted a number of new chairs to our institution, a number of Canada Research chairs appointed here from our own faculty, as well as new people coming on campus. The Campus Alberta Innovates program chairs, people like Bruce Pike in brain imaging, or Mark Strauss looking at the energy sector, key people who are going to drive our energy programs and our research programs forward. Now, we also made a commitment around postdoctoral fellows. These are key scholars that we have invested in through Eyes High to build that capacity and add to our research enterprise. Again, we've attracted people from around the world. We're also competing in some of the key national competitions. The Banting Awards are the top postdoctoral awards in the country. This year, for the first time, we got 5 Banting Awards, which puts us number 3 behind Toronto and UBC. We're number 3, and that says a lot. We also compete at the PhD level, 11 Vanier Awards, again, top PhD awards in the country. People are taking notice. When we compete, we're winning, and that's a reflection of the quality of people we have on our campus. I do want to say, though, research isn't just about numbers, it's about making an impact. And Diane and Irving Kipnis have been huge at moving our research forward in areas such as lymphedema, which Diane is afflicted with. Through their $5 million gift in our School of Medicine, our researchers are able to look at that disease and try to look at solutions for the future. We received a very touching email from Tiffany, the mother of Emma, a young girl in the United States who's also afflicted with lymphedema. Her mother wrote us to say how impressed and how grateful she was to the Kipnises and to our researchers for tackling this problem, which may make a difference in Emma's lifetime. It's this quality of impact that allows us to go out and compete for the dollars that are needed to support our students, our postdocs, and our facilities. We raised over $325 million in the past year, a major jump forward. And on a per faculty member basis, that puts us in top 5 in the country. Thank you. And doing research, you have to disseminate. You've got to publish, and you want people to read your research through citations and looking at you as a leader. Again, making great progress and challenging those top 5 in both those dimensions. We are a top 5 per faculty member. So our size is not holding us back from really competing with the best in the country. So in terms of research, we want to make an impact. And I want to turn our attention to the stage where we're going to hear about some important work done on Parkinson's patients, where Dr. Anne Flynn, who's with Kinesiology and the Faculty of Arts, is working to help their lives be better in terms of mobility and overall quality of life. Anne.
Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. My inspiration for today's brief comments is the title of a book, How to Do Things with Dance, because I love this notion of doing things with dance. It invites us to think about dance as an activity that can accomplish things, that's functional and practical, based on the evidence we have about dance, which is that all cultures throughout all of human history have developed distinct dance traditions. Dancing is an activity that clearly does something for human beings. Driven by a desire to do good things with dance, the Dancing Parkinson's Research Project is bringing leading-edge research to the community in order to improve quality of life and contribute to our understanding of Parkinson's disease. It is exploring what can happen when individual organizations work together to form partnerships. And in this same spirit of working together, the program participants are full partners in the research, telling us what dance is doing for them. At the design level, the project is exploring what can happen when neuroscience, the humanities, and the arts devise research programs together. And finally, Dancing Parkinson's is asking open-ended questions about what happens when people come together inside a dance studio. People with Parkinson's disease, their spouse or care partners, dance faculty members, professional dancers, professional musicians, and university students. Dancing Parkinson's is the University of Calgary's version of how to do things with dance. If I had to summarize the preliminary results of the research in one sentence, it would be this comment from a program participant.
Thank you very much, Anne, for what you do. Our third commitment in the Eyes High Vision is our commitment to our community. We know it is so important as a university to be relevant to that community, to see the community, that the community sees us as a place that they can connect with, to grow with, and to be able to be part of. I am so proud of our students, our faculty and staff last year, hundreds of them who helped on the flood relief both on campus and in the community, where many, tens, were named by the province of Alberta as flood heroes. We are a community that cares. Our students sign up for days of service both locally and internationally. Our alumni, 158,000 strong, of which 2/3 stay right here in Calgary. That's about 100,000. They are helping build this great city. So the University of Calgary, through our faculty, staff, and students, and our alumni, are helping, as the mayor says, create great cities needing great universities. We are a great university aspiring to be even better. Our cultural commitment to our community, through the lectures that we offer, through the people we recognize, through the performances of our students and faculty, all the ways that we want to be great community partners and seen as a key part of the fabric which makes this community so special. I do want to particularly recognize our former Chancellor Jim Dinning, who finished his term at the end of June, and our incoming Chancellor, who we're going to hear from a little bit later, former astronaut and U of C alum Bob Thirsk. They do so much for the University of Calgary. Thank you so much. Now, speaking of community, we know none of our success would not reach the heights it does without people making tangible support to the university, their time, their talent, and in many cases, their treasure. We have been blessed at the University of Calgary with a very giving community that knows that through their investments, they can help our student experience, support scholarships, ensure that we get the best and support the best tier researchers, and our facilities should be second to none. This past year, we set another goal in fundraising, $129.3 million, which absolutely puts us in the top 5, if not the top 3 in the country. So thank you to all of our donors. But getting money is one thing. We have to be responsible stewards of those resources. And as of today, we have built a healthy endowment to support all of our activities through a $700 million plus endowment that we steward very carefully on behalf of our community. This is number 6 in the country, and when you recognize we're only 48 years old, that's excellent. And I've listed some of the names of the families who have come forward to support us. Jeff Cumming and his $100 million gift to name the Cumming School. David Workland and his family with the Workland School of Education. Just 2 days ago, Gail and David O'Brien naming the Institute for Public Health. And Margaret Clark. Margaret has been giving to our Schulich School of Engineering for over 50 years. Scholarships to over 100 engineering students in the memory of her late husband. So how do we connect with the community? In many ways. And let me show you one example. This is Christian Jacob and his team at the Lindsay Virtual Human Lab in the Faculty of Science, where they have worked with the Beakerhead in the community to create the giant walk-through brain. Take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, please take your seats and welcome to the Giant Walk-Through Brain.
So the Giant Walk-Through Brain project brings together somebody like a perfect science communicator like Jay Ingram with a music band with original music, and then us from the sort of a part of the Lindsay team, the Lindsay Virtual Human team, and we provide the visuals, the 3D live walk through a brain.
Christian came over to me and asked me if I was first of all interested in doing a master's thesis here in Calgary. It's just too cool of an opportunity to honestly pass up on.
Welcome to the Giant Walk-Through Brain.
It is a lot easier to make a virtual brain that looks like it's 60 stories high that people can go through and traverse. We sort of almost sit down on a bus and have a ride with Jay Ingram through the brain, where he visits key points such as the frontal lobes and the visual cortex and so on, with musical accompaniment. I think this is really fun because, well, we can combine music, which is already fun on its own, with a visual component, which is pretty exciting. I think entertainment is quite important in education because it really inspires people to go out and learn more about the subject matter. You tie in game-like elements into the curriculum and really just get people excited to come to school and learn. I don't know about anyone else, but for me, it really makes me want to go out and research all the little details that he was talking about, and I hope that that inspires other people to do the same.
I want to say thank you to Christian and his team and Beakerhead for a great partnership. I have given you just a taste of some of the things that have happened on this campus over the last year, and I do encourage you to read the full campus community report that's really going to tell you in detail many more wonderful stories of contributions from our faculty, our staff, and our students. But you know what? The next year is going to be equally as exciting. Our Taylor Institute for Teaching and Learning is on track. It's being built. The programming is coming into place. And this will be a game changer of how we support not only our own faculty and students in learning and teaching, but how we become the go-to place in North America. We're also seeing great progress in the energy space, and we'll be having some very exciting announcements over the next few months where people are taking note of the impact we have. And being Canada's Energy University, they want to work with us to be able to solve some of these key challenges. And I also want to note that this year we'll be developing a mental health strategy for the University of Calgary. This is important to build that resiliency in our community, make sure everyone feels supported and successful being part of the University of Calgary family. A few weeks ago, we announced U Calgary Strong, which was made possible by a wonderful family of community leaders who wanted to make a difference in our student body, and we're mixing our personal wellness activities with student leadership to create something truly unique in this country, again, to set us apart in that student experience. So those are just a few things on the radar for the next year, but I want to close by saying thank you, really paying tribute to all of you and everyone outside who have made this university great and together we'll make it even greater. Thank you, and eyes high.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Elizabeth. Our president of the university. One more time. Woo-hoo. Jared and I, we are just so happy to be able to represent the amazing students that we have here at this university in this outstanding community. It's now my great privilege to be introducing our chancellor. He's a former Canadian astronaut and a University of Calgary alumnus. Let's give it up for Dr. Robert Thirsk.
Jared. First of all, thank you, Jarrett and Sarah, for great work today. You two are awesome. Thank you to Dr. Elizabeth Cannon for her inspirational update on the state of the university, on Eyes High goals, and also on our commitment to the students, the staff, and the faculty of our university community. And thank you also to everyone who's helped to organize today's event, from the faculty members and the students who rolled up their sleeves and got the work done, to our event managers, to the volunteers, to university relations, everyone that worked hard over the last several weeks to get this done, and also to DJ Kat, who helped out with the music at the beginning as well. Most of all, thank you to you. Again, our students, our faculty, our community members who could join us today. I am so proud of the University of Calgary faculty and family. We have come a long way, but the journey is not over. We're on a trajectory at supersonic speed to hit some orbits that even you and I cannot even dream of right now. So I'm very excited, and at this time, I'd like to invite some of our Dinos friends to join me here on the stage. So today is not only our opportunity to give you the community report, it's also the official launch of our United Way campaign. The university is a proud supporter of the United Way. United Way is an organization that supports a number of special social purpose organizations in the city. They make a difference to the city. They help individuals in need. Last year, our United Way campaign raised $407,000. The fundraising objective for this year is $425,000. And with my contribution, with your contribution, with the energy in this room here, I think we can make it. So I challenge everyone who's here today to participate in the upcoming United Way campaign events around the campus. Tomorrow, at the Dinos game, it will be Student Appreciation Game at McMahon Stadium. The Dinos are proud to sponsor a 50-50 draw in support of the United Way campaign, so I hope that all of you can make it to the game and support United Way. And cheer on your Dinos as we take on the University of Manitoba Bisons.
Speaking of Dinos football, as a Dino myself, as you can see with this jacket, I'm very honored to present to you, Chancellor Thirsk, with your very own Dinos football jersey.
Woohoo! So, now that I'm officially a Dino, thank you, Jarrett. I'd like to encourage everyone here that's a member of the university family to say that we are all Dinos.
Thank you, Chancellor Thirsk. Now it's the time to enjoy the music from DJ Kat. Get out and introduce yourself and mingle with some of our other members of the university community here. And before you go, make sure to grab a box lunch and also pick up a copy of this year's community report publication.
Excellent. Now remember those lunch boxes, everything inside of those are 100% compostable. So that means that when you leave here today, don't forget to put them in the recycling bins, in the compostable bins. Now that's it for us. Thank you so much, Jarrett, for being my co-MC. And to all of you, thank you so much for joining us at our Community Report 2014.